Hello, dear students. So, in this session, let us understand about issues in working capital. So, as we all know, working capital it is a very important topic and financial management subject. So, meaning of this working capital is the capital which supports for the business owners to run the day-to-day operation of their company. Okay, so that is actually called as working capital. How every business owners are efficiently utilizing this working capital, based on that their profit or loss will be decided. Okay, so yes, there are so many merits of this working capital. you know Even though you're having such a huge fund for your business, that is actually utilized for purchasing a land, building, machinery, for any other equipments. Okay, so that part is over. Okay, but along with that, to do the production on daily basis, definitely you need working capital, right? So you have to buy raw materials from your suppliers, right? For after purchasing the raw materials, then who will do the production process? Employees, your labors, right? So for that labors, again, you have to provide some wages or salaries. Okay, so purchasing of raw materials to your suppliers, you should pay some cash. And to do the production process, again, you need to pay wages or salaries. Okay, you have to pay electricity bill, water tax. So there are so many other additional part. Okay, along with this main land, building, machinery, that is fine, but additionally you need some separate fund, where because of that you can without any interruption, you can run the business on regular basis, right? So there are so many positives of positive sides on behalf of this working capital for every business owners, but that is fine. Still, there are certain issues in this working capital. So in this session, let us understand what are all the issues, right? So lack of real-time information. So real-time information, we cannot predict accurately exact information that you cannot bring it out. Okay, so that is the biggest drawback that all the business people they are facing. Because of this, real time information they cannot able to receive. Okay, so that might be sometimes difficult. See, month-end information or paper-based information, there are so many documentations that you have to proceed, right? So in that case, accurate analytics prediction, that is missing out. Probably that might be the main difficulty that business people they are facing. And next is any stakeholders involved. So not, it is not like that only one people involved in one business, not like that. For today's scenario, so many partners are there for one single business, right? So stakeholders involvement is huge. Okay, so where it includes the management of they have to manage inventory, cash, accounts receivable, payables. There are so many different sectors, different areas. In this scenario, there are different stakeholders, obviously they need, right? So in this scenario, so how to work out this working capital strategy, how much to bring it out. Okay, and sometimes people they are finding it is harder to implement the strategy for this working capital, and that might be the second issue. So next, no formal structure. No formal structure in the sense like some clarity on the ownership. Okay, probably if there are different partners involved in one business, definitely the clear ownership that is missing out. And mid-sized for or even small organizations, for all these things, a lagging of resources is what there. Okay, so probably that is also the another different reason there is not at all a formal structure. So who is the proper, taking the ownership for this one so company? No idea. Okay. And similarly, what kind of company, what nature of this organization? So many things. Is proper resources available for this company? No. So there are so many question marks available. Because of that, so many difficulties, even for poor accountability, for all these things, for working on this, bringing out working capital for this so and so company, that might be very big challenging task for business people. Okay. So next one is, so changing tax laws. So it also happening, nowadays, frequent changes in taxes. It is what happening. Okay. So many, pre GST times or even now. Okay. That is input tax credit. So many, other difficulties that people are facing on day to day basis. Okay. Even this is not only for, where only, top MNC company, not like that. Every organization starting from small startups till, all kind of very big organizations, everybody are facing this, frequent changes of this tax laws. And for that too, again, how to work out this working capital, how to bring a proper structure on this working capital. So there is not any clarity. So still they are facing some difficulties. Probably we can also point out that, and limited visibility on what. See, inefficiencies in working capital is happening now. Inefficiency, they are taking some part of their fund as working capital, probably assume that it is 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs, fine. Whether they are actually utilizing that working capital for that actual purpose. Okay, so that is what inefficiencies. If that is missing out, that is inefficiency. Okay, so it has to, properly utilize, right, both strategic as well as operational level. If that is not done, again, that might be an issue, right? So limited visibility, yes. So these are all the different reasons. Okay, what are all the different reasons? So first one is lack of real-time information. Yes, it is happening nowadays. Okay, so orally we can mention that yes, this is what the case, but when we work on the field, on the area, definitely real time information that we need. If that is missing out, fine. So stakeholders, second different problem. So there are one or two people involved in one business, or many different partners, or even all the shareholders are taking part, buying too many shares for one single company, and they are being acting as a shareholders or stakeholders. Again, that also sometimes it brings creates some problem. Okay, and next one is, yes, structuring. So what we have to do, so without, if you are not interested, now I have to bring a proper structure, proper perfect pitch on my working capital. Yes, you have to come out with proper, formal structure, okay, of your everything in your organization. If that everything is done, okay, definitely working capital, you can properly, you can predict, you can utilize, implement everything that will done. Okay, and next one is, yes, tax loss. So yes, where we cannot do anything for this tax loss, but still you can, somehow you can identify, yes, this is what the situation which is going to happen in our near future. Probably we can, somehow we can, like, reduce the challenges. Okay, that is in our hand. So that might be avoided. And next is what, limited visibility. So this is also, again, it is in our hand. Inefficiency, you are just allocating fund, fine, but how you are utilizing it, properly utilized for raw materials, properly utilized for providing salaries. If you are not giving salaries, wages for your employees, then how they'll work? If you're not paying any proper tax, water tax, or even rent for your warehouse, so many things are there, right? So utilize the capital, working capital, rotating capital for the allocated purpose. Okay, so if you do all these things, definitely, working capital issues may be, resolved. Okay, so thank you all.